And hello there everyone, welcome to Techtonica.
What? You've never seen someone stuck inside an alien cube next to their own dead body before?
We've awoken in a mysterious facility and we have no memory of our existence. Emerge and build your sprawling factory to manufacture the machines and the tools that you're going to need in order to explore this alien world.
Warning, structural integrity failing. Emergency resuscitation of all personnel initiated. Exit this facility and report to Production Terminal Lima.
We apparently woke up here in this glass tube. All the others are still sealed, but they're pretty empty. Now, unlike the usual survival crafting game, we do not start off with making ourselves a stone axe. There's no stick and stone. However, we do have here an ice pick. Let's first have a look here in the emergency supplies. What do we get? So we're already starting with some iron frames, mechanical components, copper components, iron components, electrical components, a whole lot of components, and a little bit of a limestone. And we're going to add to that electrical components, copper components, and a bit more. Now, let's pick up the pickaxe, and now it will tell me here. Oh, how nice. I like that. So we press to dig, and now we're going to get some dirt, and we get some more limestone, and that is how we're going to get out of this place. Beautiful.
Hello? Can you hear me? Your suit can't transmit a voice or ID signal, but my sensors are indicating you're out there. First things first, check in at that production terminal. I need a second set of eyes on how badly damaged it is.
Let me start with the usual, which means completely ransacking the entire start area. Let's pull out everything that we can. Look at that, so much better. You know, when there's not a single plant anymore around that is literally within arm's reach. Although, oh, look at that. There's still a few here. Let's grab those ones as well. Just making sure that anything that is within arm's reach is completely gone. Can I reach these? Okay, that's it. So that's really it, yeah? Alright, beautiful. Now, it does want me to go and check out here this production terminal. So let's do that. And we need to repair that. For that, we need 15 iron ore and 15 copper ore.
This terminal is cooked. Mining drills were the only buildable tech I could recover. Try crafting a few with materials from some of the chests around here.
Darling, you tell me to empty your chest. I am not going to say no to that. A whole lot more of the same. What do we have back here? Nothing too interesting yet. Here we have the research course, but we have another stack of chests down here as well. And it's all just more of the same. Ooh, look at that. I didn't go through this yet. Let's keep that as spare. What do we have in the pocket? Look at that. That is plant matter. We've got loads and loads of it. But we also have the mining drills. Now, there's a couple here already. They're no longer working. Can't do anything with them at the moment. But we do have right there. So let's get number 2. And let's rotate you in this direction. I think they're...
Mining drill. Must be built at an ore vein and fueled with plant matter.
Oh, don't worry at all. Plant matter, I have more than you could even ask for. So here we have the iron. On the other side where we have the copper. So we're going to do the same thing there. Drop one here and we'll leave one space in between. There we go. And do the same for you. There. Have all the plant matter that you could potentially even want. Alright, so you have 17 already. Then you have 19. That is more than enough what we needed for this side. Let's go over to the other side because that means that you two have enough as well. Then we can do the first upgrade here of our production terminal. There we go. That's exactly what we needed. So we have a little bit extra, which is a good thing. Now let's drop that in there and let's see what we need to do next. There you go. Tier unlocked and new technologies available.
Good work getting that ore plugged into the terminal, groundbreaker. If you weren't on my crew, you should have been.
I know, right?
For the next phase of repairs, you're gonna need a scanner. The tech for it unlocked automatically when you fix this thing. So, open up your crafting menu and build one.
Task inbound. Scanner. Scan machine fragments to restore tech tree access.
Alright, so we can scan the plants as well. Do I have any of you guys left within range? I can. There we go. What are you? You are a Pelagostrum. But we can also scan these things. And that is, new data added. mining drill Mark 1, so we can already craft that. That's mine, I can't scan that. But we can you, and you are the long inserter, I think it is. Long inserter, that is 1 out of 2, and this is going to be number 2 out of 2. Then here we have a light. And this one unlocked the technology, which means this one's actually going to give us a light here. And then once you have it scanned for unlocking, it actually scans it faster as well. Here we have more miners, I guess. Are you a miner? No, you're not. You are a smelter, and that is 1 out of 3. And that should be 3 out of 3, which means we can also look to unlock that. So, tech tree. Now, we need to unlock the smelters, and we need cores. Now, here the purple cores is the ones that we need. We need 5 of them. We have 0.
Research cores required for activation of new technologies.
But if we're going here in production, we can see we can do 9 of those. Now, left click is going to craft just 1. Right click is going to craft 5, or shift left click is going to craft whatever we can. So I'm just going to do a right click so we can craft the 5 that we're going to need. There were already a couple of them here right around the corner, and we're just going to be continuously building onto this one.
Research cores constructed.
Perfect. So here we have the smelter. We press, we hold, and that is now opened up. And here we can see we can craft 9 of them. And we're going to start off with a 4. We can put you right here and another one right there. Now again, we need to pick up this. Let's fill that up. And then we need to fill it up with plant fiber, with plant matter, however we want to call it, in order to make it work. There we go. So you and you keep kicking away on that. Let's get a little bit of production ongoing here in the early stages of Techtonica. For the next stage here on our production terminal, we need 20 iron ingots and 20 copper ingots. So that is 10, and number 10 is coming in. There we go. That's 10 and 10. We don't have to wait for all of them to be ready. We can also already drop those ones in, and we already had 10, so we're good to go there. And then we go over here. Let's have a look how these smelters are doing. That is 9. Number 10 is inbound. There we go. That is the first 10. And then here it is the same thing. We have 9. And that is 10. And that's going to unlock the next stage. Upgrade the terminal. Tier unlocked. New technologies available.
Upgraded. New technology and crafting schematics available.
For the next stage upgrade, we're going to need 30 iron ingots, 30 copper ingots, 45 conveyor belts, 4 inserters, and 2 containers. We cannot build any of that yet. Oh, we can. So we can definitely get that ready. So that's 75 of those. That's going to cover us. Now for this, we need more. And we can either use the mechanical parts, but as you can see here in the middle, we can also just use the raw materials. So it will create the in-between components, the intermediaries, intermediates, whatever it is called, in order to then create the final product. So far we're going to need 2 mechanical components, which we have right there. We don't have any copper ingots on us, so we cannot create any additionals. We can either just unlock the tier, or we're going to be chucking in whatever we need in order to make this go automated. And I think that is exactly what we're going to be doing first. So I'm going to take you out. Then now, see, now we can make 15 of them. And I'm going to need 2, 4. I'm going to need 8. Plus I need to submit a few. So let's get you to go in. That's the 2 containers that we need. So now we're completely out of all of that. But that is okay. So then here, how does this work with the inserters? So if I have an inserter, we can see the arrows on it. And that's the direction it puts things into. So at the moment, it would take it from this block, either that can be a machine or a conveyor belt, and it puts it inside. Now, there's no access point here. If I'm going to turn it 1, and I do that by the R key, I can place one here, and look, it will take the ore, wait for this machine to have space available, and then it will put it right in there. I can do the same thing on this side. I can place one, and I can then, once I get the storage box, which is right there, eventually when that's going to be ready, I can place that here and it will put it right inside. Alright, so now I have a couple of storage boxes. If I place one right here, I can then put the inserter right there, and it will take the ingots and put them right nicely in here. There you go. So that's now 1, that is now 2, so slowly that will increase. The other thing that I can do is I can place one here and one right there at the exit. And then I can just take a conveyor belt, and Only a small one. Did I do that wrong? Yes, I did. Let's try that again. So I wanted to go from the machine, take it out. So now he will take them out, put them on the conveyor, and he will take them from the conveyor and put them right in here. So now all of that is gathered in here. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So then we have pretty much a fully automated little production chain for both copper as well as iron ingot. And that now means that we have everything that we need. So we needed 45 conveyor belts. We got 69. Nice. Then we have the 4 inserters, the 2 containers, the 30 ingots and the 30 ingots. And let's complete this step. Tier unlocked, and now this production terminal is fully upgraded, which means we have new technologies available.
Beacons are back online. Inspect the radio console right next to the screen. It'll start beeping and blinking in 3, 2, 1.
Signal triangulated. New location added to HUD. Live sign.
Access to all local facilities should be restored, including the one I've been stuck in this entire time. I've set an unlock code to the door. I've got some tech you're gonna like, and I know you wouldn't dream of leaving without me anyways.
Well, I would rather like the tech, but here we go. So there's a nice little bunker actually in the starter area. So yes, you do have access to it prior to, but there, you can see that the door is closed, and until you reach this stage, it doesn't unlock.
More complicated than you think. I don't know why, but these computers feel like second nature now. Sort of the opposite of what I remember it being like. I'd be the one to get you out of a situation like this, instead of the other way around. But I'm not giving up. That's how I know it's still me in here. You'll see.
Then the next thing is we have, if we press the M, on the top we can see that we have all the different buttons. So we have the T, that's going to be our tech tree. Then we have the M, that is the map. P is for power. We don't have any power at the moment. Tab is for our crafting and our inventory. The J is going to be our journal. So this is where we can see what tasks do we have here on the left side. We can toggle them on and off. So we only have one at the moment. Then we have L, and here we can see all the messages, and we can play them back anytime. So even the very first one.
Hello?
Yeah, we can play back all the messages. Now, the other beautiful thing here is we have the M, and this is a 3D map. So if we're looking at that, we see there the little green boxes. Those green boxes are interactable buildings or items. So here we have a crate, and now if we look again, we can see that on the other side on this level, there is another 2. One on the left, one on the right. So let's see if we can get through that. I believe we can reach it through all the way here. A quick peek. There's the one on the right. What do we get? Fast inserters, a crank generator, and 20 advanced circuits. Very nice. I know there's another one on the other side. Right? There's one more. Can we get to that one? How do I get to that one? Up, up. Can I? Yes. Very nice. What do we get? Calcite beams, advanced circuits, and 60 electrical components. That is really, really nice.
These construction pieces, they're made from a special kind of building material. I can't remember where they came from, but I feel like we'll find more eventually.
Alright, so, and by finding these boxes, you get tech that is a little bit more advanced than the stage that you're, well, currently at, if you find all of them. Now, some of these boxes are very, very well hidden. So the 3 at the bottom we've had. This one we can't get to yet, but that one we can by not hopping up here. It is one further up. There we go. Jump up on here, and then we're going to be crawling through the piping. There we go, and it is right there behind this beam. There we go. And what do we get? 150 advanced circuits, a cooling system, and fast inserters. Alright, so here there's only one box, which is right there on the left side.
Casualties detected.
New task casualties report. Rendezvous with Sparks. Inspect the glowing cube. Alright, so this is Spark.
What? You've never seen someone stuck inside an alien cube next to their own dead body before? Whatever I was trying to do here, I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it didn't work out.
No.
Hopefully, it was worth a shot. Let's go.
Yeah, I would have guessed. You sitting here like that, well, you're sitting here inside a box and your body's sitting there like that, and you're going to tell me it didn't work out? Shocker. All right, we have 4 more fast inserters and another 10 advanced circuits. Very, very nice. All right, so that's everything that we can grab here from this facility. Let's go back to our production terminal, see how we're doing with all of our, well, little automated production that we've got ongoing.
Stop. Scan the fragment in that cage by the stairs before we go. We'll need that tech to get out of the sector.
Well, because you're asking so politely, which one you want? This one? Oh, it actually scans that one, so I guess this one. Activate the mole on the tech tree. All right, so there we have the mole. We need 3 cores. Yeah, we need 3 purple cores for that. Manipulates terrain for intensive purposes. Sure. And you are...
Upgrade module scanned.
Conveyor belt Mark
Tech tiers
II.
or cores may be required. Open tech tree to review.
All right, so we have new research cores. The purple one, 6 of those, and that is good because that is exactly what we need. And then we just have some intermediary items that can be very useful. All right, I'll see you back at our production facility.
Local signal deciphered. Sector headquarters. Report to production terminal radio for triangulation.
Sounds like the terminal is fully rebooted. Check the radio console again and see if the beacon it adds to your HUD gives us a clear path home.
We back here. Yeah, I know that you're pinging, but let's first quickly have a quick peek here. Let's make sure that you have everything that you need because we do need to keep this nice and going. All right, so you got 31 of those left, but slowly but surely you guys are picking up on it, which is great. How are you doing? 248. Very nice. I like to get all of our ingots nice and early stacked up so we are ready for whatever is coming our way eventually.
Signal triangulated. New location added to HUD. Production terminal Victor.
Breaker, this is the time to activate the mole in your tech tree and build one. We won't be able to cut through to Sector Victor without it.
We need to unlock the mole, and in order to get the mole, we need to get... Where is it? Construction? No. Terraforming. Of course it's terraforming. So we need to get the 3 cores down. So let's just place the 3, get what we need, and then let's see where we go from there. 4, 1, 2. Then there's one more. We'll just place that here in front. Then we go here to the tech tree, we press and hold, and now we can make a mole.
Mole. Manipulates terrain for traversal and composition of industrial construction sites.
This is the mole. What does the mole do? Let me answer that quickly. So we point at a wall, we press...
This mole is not authorized to destroy resources, critical infrastructure, or protected environmental areas.
Yes. So this is literally what the mole does. There's a wall and now there is none. So it basically is a mega drill. But this looks like an ideal location to dig our way through.
I never got the chance to thank you for getting me out of that facility. I appreciate it. At the time, it seemed like the best thing to do was focus on work and not get caught up in thinking about anything else. I've tried to stay sharp for both of us, but now that we're almost back to the main line, I'll admit it. I was terrified. It'll be good to see some friendly faces. And
Don't get your hopes up.
Lights. I'm sure you've got people there too.
As I said, don't keep your hopes up there. We can continue here. So on the map, you can actually see what is the purple areas. So if we're looking at that, you can see that here over the river is actually the easiest way. Now, the fastest way to get there is to go through here. The politest and nicest and cleanest way is to dig straight through, but that's going to be quite a bit of work. So we're going to go and dive straight into the river and let's clean up and make ourselves a nice, easy path through. It is absolutely amazing.
I don't understand. factory the size of a city is supposed to be here. It was right here. I know it was. Where is everybody?
Welcome to Sector Victor. It looks absolutely stunning. So they each have their own beautiful color scheme. So it was more orange over here. It is nice and blue and turquoise right over here. But this is where she wants to go is and have a chit chat with. So let's have a chat. 490 copper ingots, 490 iron ingots, and Kindlevin stems, 90 of them. So now we're going to get quite a few.
To reach out to 100 facilities that might not exist anymore. If we can repair it, we might be able to decipher where those facilities are located. Our people are out there, just like we were. I wouldn't ask you to rebuild this sector for the expedition, but I will ask you to do it for them. The faster we get on these signal and repair objectives, the better our chances of finding them will be. Right now, you should either get started on a local mining operation to make ingots, or start looking into how to make those Kindlevine stems. If you check the chest near Victor, you might find enough power floors to decipher the first signal. We definitely need new types of machines to make the goods this terminal's looking for, and those signals seem like our best shot at finding them.
Now if we open up Jay, look at that. So there's a whole stack of different things that we need to do. Decipher the signal by crafting and placing an unknown number of crank generators and an unknown number of power floors. So these two signals were pretty much going to be all at the same time, but let's have a look, because here we have 200 Mark 1 conveyor belts, 20 inserters, 8 containers. So we'll take that. What do we have here? 250 power floors and 100 metal stairs. Okay, now let's scan you. The mole of flattened tech. That's great, but I'm not going to be using that anytime soon. What do we have back here? Plans to scan, but nothing too interesting. It wants us to place a stack of power floors. And we need to put down some crank generators as well, but I don't think we can do that yet. Can we? No, we cannot make crank generators. So let's have a look here. Science. Mass deconstruct. For that we need 1 core. I still have some cores on me, so let's place those ones down. Can we make more? We can make 22. Let's get another 10 going, because I'm thinking that we're going to need quite a few of them more. Then let's go back down the river to the other side, pick up whatever ores we have ready, and then let's go and find ourselves the place where we want to start with our power floor and where we want to get our electricity up and running for now. Since fuel seems to be one of the problems now, when we arrived for the very, very first time, let me find the way up, which is right here. There is this area. Now, there is a whole lot of stuff, and all that is fuel. And we can actually get to that. So let's go back and drop down here. Now, if we're going to open this up, we can see that there's a little bit of a corridor going right down here. If we can find out, we can now use the mole in order to get access. If memory serves me well, it is right here. It is. We can either use the mole, but even as easy as the pickaxe, it is just, I think, only 2 blocks. And that is 2. And now we can slip right through. Look at that. It's a little bit of a dark corridor. It is all protected, so we can't do anything with it. But we can climb nice and up, and look at that. Then we end up here. Now, all these storages, they're completely empty. There is some plant stuff here. Some plant matter for us to collect. But more importantly, there's the window. So on this side, there we can see all of this. Now, if we take the bio breaks now, we can see that these things are actually filling it up again, because there's quite a bit of bio break in there as well. So if I empty these ones first, I can then collect these ones, and they don't have anything to take anymore. Now, again here, like on the other side, there's quite a few machines that are broken. We can scan them, and they're going to give us the parts, or some of the parts that they're made of. Now, anything like these, even though we can put fuel in there, they're not going to start working. And what I kind of dislike I cannot build here. So as much as I would like to get this area back up and running. I can't. So I'm going to need to wait until either they fix that, or for now I'm just going to be disassembling whatever I can, and the rest of it we're going to leave. I'm just going to go make my way back out and now put the bio bricks that we have into all the machinery here, so it can keep nice and running, and we can make sure that we have a good amount of production ongoing whilst we are over at Victor. And then I nearly forgot, but there is also a hard drive here, suit speed 2. That is amazing. And what do we have here? The tool belt here too, Mark 2. So let's have a quick look. What do we have here? So decomposition needs 1 core. The terraforming is all done, so we need a number of the cores for you. Logistics, the long inserter, the filter inserter, we need to first scan a number of them, 6 of them to be precise. Hover pack is the same thing. The crank generators we can unlock, but we need 4 cores for you. And then mass deconstruct, we need some, so we also want that, and base construction. So we actually need quite a few of these cores. Let's just get, I don't know, 20 of them on the go. And we already had 13. So let's just place down whatever we have. So that is opening up a few things here in our tech tree. So here there was nothing. Let's synthesis, decomposition. We do want that. And then we need to now scan planters before we can move on. Long inserters. Let's absolutely open up you. For you, we need to wait transportation. We need to wait energy. Crank generators. Absolutely. We have 7 cores left. Science. Mass deconstruct. Mass collect I'm not too worried about. And then base construction. There we go.
Generator. Activate with manual or automated rotation to produce electricity. Task inbound. Power floor. Build to establish structural foundation and conduct electricity from crank generators.
And like I said before, here we can actually have a look on the map. And if we're looking well on the map, we are next to you. But if we're going to go here to the facility, and we look on the map here, we can see that there behind the facility is a crate. Now, sometimes we have secrets. So I'm just going to go use the mall and let's see if we can actually get to that little secret.
A few moments later.
And there she is. Beautiful. So it's right there behind the starter base. We dig a nice way down. Now, what are we going to get from you? 5 blue research cores. Okay, now we don't have any need for the blue research cores yet, but having them is always nicer than needing them and not having them. Okay, guys, but as I'm making my way back here to Sector Victor, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, please do remember to hit that like button. Of course, if you want to see more of Techtonica, make sure to subscribe to the channel. In the next episode, we're going to do some very creative landscaping on this side. Let's clean it out a little bit. Let's get a whole lot more of the plant matter that we're going to need. And then we're also going to be building our power floor and getting some of our crank generators down in order to actually start building our factory. But that's it for now. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you guys in the next one.